now. So Friday, and I'm about to hit a leg workout. Okay, so reason for it was a Wednesday when I recorded that last video. If you guys watched the last video, it was recorded on a Wednesday, uploaded on a Thursday. This video will be recorded today, Friday, and it'll be uploaded on Saturday. Reason for that is, like I said in my previous video, I fell behind because of vacation. But nonetheless, I'm gonna get videos out Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays so that I don't feel overwhelmed. So I'll probably record a couple days of stuff and jam them in like a Monday video, and then Tuesday, Wednesday will be jammed, or Monday, Tuesday will be jammed in one, and it'll be a Wednesday video, so on and so forth. So that's the reason for this. So yeah, headed to the gym now. It is currently 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Got some things planned for tonight, and yeah, so that's why this workout is taking place so early. So I'm gonna get that taken care of and go from there. See you guys in the gym. Alright guys, so I started the day off warming up with squats. Here I got 135 on the bar, and yep, just so warmed up here, about 12 reps, did about 3 sets till I felt comfortable enough to start moving up the weight. And then I started working a little heavier. I went on here on the next clip, which is right here. I went on to 275, and did 4 sets of 3. And then I think I tried 325 or 315, and I didn't get it. And in the process of doing it, I tweaked my back, which I'm still recovering. If you're watching this, it is the 18th of August on a Friday, because it took me a while to edit this video. But moral of the story is, do not lift with your ego or you will get hurt. And I'm just now recovering from it. I have been to the gym, but I've been taking it light. So yeah, just make sure you guys are always being safe. I was kind of lifting with my ego there, trying to get more weight than I knew I could get without. I couldn't get without a spotter. So checking with you guys next clip. Alright, what is up, guys? It is Saturday. Oh, excuse me. It is Saturday. Going to the gym as promised. If you're watching this, it's already Monday. But yep, going to the gym, gonna train. The music is really loud. I hope I didn't ruin that clip. Anyways, I'm gonna be training arms today. I'm gonna train arms today. Probably do a little bit of cardio and some abs. So I went out yesterday with my fiance. It was our anniversary, and had a lot of food. Had a lot of food that wasn't necessarily macro friendly by any means. Actually, went out to a movie and had some popcorn. But that's kind of what I want to touch on. That's kind of the subject I want to touch on the way to the gym. Basically, when you're gonna start cutting, or when you're gonna get yourself into a caloric deficit, in my personal opinion, in my personal experience, I would say to ease into it, to ease back into it, because I've had this, okay? Let's say I've been in kind of like a surplus of calories, or I've been in a maintenance calorie intake, and I've been on that for like how I was on a surplus for about 3 months, or 2.5, 3 months now, since I stopped cutting, and I was in a surplus. I mean, I wasn't really counting macros. I was, like I said, I was making sure that I was eating plenty of protein and having, you know, significant amount of carbs and stuff, but I wasn't tracking macros. So I was in, I mean, I'm pretty sure I was in a surplus. I mean, I was in a surplus. And for personal experience, I would say ease back into your diet. Ease back into it. I mean, I did count every macro from Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday, which was yesterday, which is when we went out to eat and have dinner for our anniversary. I didn't count macros, okay? And I'm not saying that's the best way to do it, but in my personal experience, I do it that way. I ease into it. I have 2 or 3 cheat days, not cheat meals. I'm talking about days, okay? And I do it that way because in my personal experience, I've gone 5 or 6 days straight counting macros, and then on my cheat meal, I try to have a cheat meal, and I'll go on like a 3 or 4 or 5 day binge. And I'm just because I'm hungry and I'm craving food already, so I'm easing back into it. So what I'm doing is, I had my dinner last night, and I still got my proteins. Yeah, we ate at a rib place, but I had some meat, I had some chicken breasts and stuff. But like I said, I'm easing back into it. This week, I'm gonna just try to knock it down to maybe a 2-day cheat day, 2 days of a cheat meal or 2 days of a cheat day, and then the week after that, it'll be back to normal. I'll get back to like my regular routine where I'm doing 1 cheat meal per day. And reason for that is I'm not on competition prep. If I was on competition prep, I wouldn't even have a cheat. If I was on a competition prep, first of all, I wouldn't be making these decisions. I'd probably have a coach. I'd have a coach. But since I'm making these decisions on my own, then I'm gonna try that this week. So I'm gonna diet Monday through Friday, and we have a wedding that we're going to on Saturday, so I'm gonna eat on Saturday. Then Sunday, the day after, I'll probably have some drinks Saturday night. So Sunday I'll probably eat again, and then I'll knock it back down to maybe on Sunday. And football season's coming up, so I want to make my cheat meal on Sunday evenings or Sunday whenever the Cowboys play. So that's how that's gonna go. So then I'll be 6 days on, counting macros, counting every macro, and 1 day off, and not 1 day off, just 1 day of a meal that's not going to be tracked. So yeah, that's kind of my little subject before we get into the gym. Like I said, it's going to be probably like a shorter type workout, so about an hour. I'm going to hit some arms and maybe a little bit of cardio, maybe some abs, not sure. For sure hitting arms. So I'll see you guys in there.
Alright guys, back with the other portion of this commentary. So like I said in the previous clip, I was going to do arms and a little bit of abs and cardio. I decided against that, so I went into this as an arm and shoulder workout. Here I started with this cable lateral raises, alternating my arms. Did about 4 sets of 12 with this. I was kind of going for a little bit more of a hyper day, so making sure that I was doing plenty of reps. What else? So I did that for 4 sets. Then I moved on to shoulder shrugs. I did 4 sets of 10 on the shoulder shrugs with pretty heavy weight, making sure that just kind of squeezing at the top. As you can see here, I do a little bit of a pause, 1, 2, and then back down, 1, 2, and then back down. Thing you got to focus on with your shoulder shrugs is that 1, 2 pause at the top, and make sure you're really squeezing it. After that, I did some seated lateral raises with 25-pound dumbbells, I believe. Again, 4 sets of 10 to 12 on this. And with the seated, I kind of like it more because you have a little bit more of a range of motion. As you can tell here, I'm going under my legs, so it makes for a better exercise in my opinion because of the range of motion that you have. After this, I did bicep curls again for my biceps. I'm trying to change it up, but I really don't know too many exercises for biceps. I'm going to start researching some more exercises so that I can show you guys a different variety of exercises to grow your biceps. My biceps are lacking, so with that being said, I'm going to start trying to do biceps 3 times a week on my 6-day split. So I'm going to try to incorporate biceps 3 times a week. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.